Getting back into the Resident Evil franchise with another smoke spot tier list. Today we're doing Resident Evil 2. Previously covered 0 and 1. Going down the line. I will stop after 3. I'm going to start doing Devil May Cry. I'm not 100 on it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Just take a little break, keep Resident Evil fresh. So hopping into the video, I don't have any papers, so I'm just going to be doing it with some bowls. And yeah, still the same thing, still getting faded, still reviewing some spots, and just going to jump into it. So starting off pretty strong at the liquor store. Now you can't go wrong here. I mean, you got liquor. Okay, well I guess it's not a liquor store. I'm pretty sure it's more of a gas station, but you got snacks. You got any beverage you want. You got the hard liquor. You got the beers. Come on now. This is starting off strong. I think this is an easy B or an A tier. Honestly, probably A. Especially like going into this, there's going to be a lot of low spots. So being pretty generous, that's like an easy A. Probably, dare I say, might be one of the best ones. So hopping into the main area. So starting off in the RPD, it's mainly just kind of a big area, you know, kind of like how the mansion was in the previous 0 and 1. There's just nothing really too entertaining. Cool open spot, you know, to me it'd be more like a movie set. It would be cool to see, but at the end of the day, it's like a C tier. It's not really anything too crazy. Now, I'm not going to be going over too many spots like the smaller rooms. This one, of course, I got to get the Welcome Leon. This is just an iconic spot. But that being said, it being iconic, smoke-wise, it's still pretty low. Making our way into, I believe this is the first save room of the game. For the save rooms, I mean, you got the save room music, which is always nice. It's pretty chill. I can't imagine it being hot in here. Just like I said previously, yeah, as long as you have a blunt and some good weather, you're looking at a pretty decent spot. So this ain't looking too bad. So this is right next to the library. Going to the library, I'm not one to really read, and I've said this in previous videos, but I mean, if I'm faded enough, I might actually see something that's interesting and pick it up and start reading it. For the waiting room, it's just a waiting room, can't really go wrong. Another C. A lot of these spots are like C's, like I said earlier. Now for the showers, you know, you never know. Maybe after running from zombies all day, taking the break to light the blunt, you know, rinsing off wouldn't be too bad. So here's one of the strong spots throughout the game, well, at least for the RPD. You got a bullseye, you got a guitar over here, which, you know, not a lot, but compared to what we've seen so far in the past like 2 minutes, well, not including the liquor store, it's not a bad spot to kick it. It's pretty chill. This is a save room right before you fight William. Not really much going on here. Small room. Maybe hotbox it, try to get some value out of that. Besides that, not really much of a spot. This whole little boss section, easy. Now this might be where we get to a D. Now, I know I said, oh, you really gotta do something to get to a D or below C, but look at the steam. Like, it's gotta be hot in here, and that's where you start to lose it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure I'm a crybaby. I complain about the heat a lot in a lot of these videos, but I'm just not fucking with it. Over here, easy. I think this might be the first F or D, because it's like, this is like the morgues. This is with the dead body. But I think I'm gonna put that at a D. Like, it's still not that much of an F. You know what I mean? I feel like we've seen worse spots before. Now, as far as save rooms go, this one's pretty solid and it might be the best one. You have a TV. I'm gonna imagine. I was about to say Spencer from like 1 and 0. Well, okay, Umbrella's not any better, but I'm gonna just go with Umbrella because I feel like that makes sense. I'm gonna imagine Umbrella like gave me Wi-Fi. I can like screen share it. I can do whatever I need to actually make it entertaining. And yeah, it's pretty nice. You got the TV. You got the beds if you want to lay down. I'm pretty sure it's pretty chill in here, not too hot. You got, I believe there's a speaker in there. Plumb some Nate No Face cassettes I have. You know, we're looking good. Looking like a nice little spot right there. Probably, if I had to rate that one, probably like a B. And flying through a lot more of these other spots. Not really too much to say. I wouldn't really be smoking here. Now, the rain could be kind of chill, you know, if I was underneath. And the spot that I missed, I didn't record, and it's actually like a bench that has one of those, like an umbrella on top of it. So that could be a pretty chill spot. The weather would be nice. Kind of gloomy. I fuck with that. Now, the clock tower, I'm not going to be posted up here. We've already seen better spots prior to this, so not really much to be said. Now this is when you actually start to leave and you start to go underground. Now, this is where we start to hit some heavy Fs. No spoilers, but I mean, hey, we'll see it in just a sec. For the outside area, I mean, all of that's just like a random city. So like I would go with like an easy C. It's raining, the weather kind of looks nice, not in the sense of like it's a clear day, but just that gloominess is kind of nice to smoke in, or at least for me. Yeah, for the gun store, not really much going on there. And like as I said earlier, this is where we start to get to some pretty big Fs, and it's just like because we're in the sewers, and like, come on, I mean, it speaks for itself. Holy shit! You got me fucked up. I'm waist high in fucking shit water and doo-doo water. I'm getting chased by crazy shit. I'm good. I don't know if there's a single section down here you would catch me at. So for all of like Ada's little section, it's all pretty much just narrow hallways and stuff. Not really a spot I would be smoking at. So for this little spot, easy F. You got me fucked up. I was just complaining about the heat. Just complaining about that. Now you want me to spark up in a furnace? I'm good. I'm chilling on that. Back to the waist high doo-doo water. Yeah, easy. I think no, easy F. I was gonna say I think D because it gets worse. Like right here. Now this is if the other spot's an F, this is a whole new tier. Like this is a like maybe DMC2 tier list of shitty. You know what I mean? Like it's not even. I just wouldn't. I'm not even gonna entertain the idea. So this is where the boss fight is for William when you find him the second time. This whole little spot is kind of chill. I mean, it's like kind of like an abandoned vibe in a sense. I fuck with kind of the construction scene. You know, just like kicking back, smoking. I feel like it'd be nice. Now this spot is really nice. This is probably I almost want to say B, but I don't know if that's clean water. If it's clean water, I can say a B. I think it would just be really chill listening to the waterfall and all that stuff. From where we just came from, coming from the sewers to that, that's a nice spot. That's a nice spot. This little section, not really much going on there. I do fuck with the peanut butter and jelly. I'm sure there's some bread somewhere, make a sandwich. Not too bad of a spot. Not too bad of a spot right there. Another save room. This one's a lot worse. I think I would chill in the other one. There's no food over here. Yeah, it's more spacious, but I'm chilling on that. Leave me with the food. Alright, now if these plants were like weed, then we have a different story. But nah, like these foods got some instant killer shit. I'm straight chilling off that. This whole section, fuck that. I would rather be here than the sewers, but that's not saying much. Now the cooler, I could fuck with that. Maybe if I, that's well prepared and some thick shit to where I'm a little warm going to there. I feel like that's just a perfect coziness. You know what I mean? Okay, this little section, I feel like the temperature would actually be like really solid in here. Like, and that goes for like any other laboratory. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like you have to have your shit right. And so I can't imagine it being hot in here. I feel like the temperature would be sick, but like those little body parts got me fucked up. I'm straight chilling off that. I just feel like they won't jump me, but it just looks mad uncomfortable. So the final stage of William, unless you do the second run or second game, I forget what they call it, when you play as the other character to get the true ending. For the boss fight area, I would say a C. I mean, it's pretty mid. I don't really fuck with it. At least like for a smoke spot. Now this looks really sick. I feel like if I was absolutely faded looking at that, that's an extremely nice view. Like, I don't know if it's the colors or just the animation. I fuck with it. It looks nice. I feel like I would fuck with that. That would be 10 out of 10, pretty entertaining. I mean, yeah, the shit's gonna explode, but let's pretend that's not gonna happen. Let's just enjoy the view. Pretty sick. And then this is where I wasn't in the video, but then I realized that there's some areas that only Claire gets to see. So I was like, I can't do the video without having Claire spots in here. So started on the second game with Claire just to get to, I think it's only like 4 locations. Game's not too long, so didn't really mind replaying the whole thing. So this is one of the sections. I feel like this spot's actually really chill. Like it feels secluded from the rest of the RPD. And yeah, you don't have a nice view, but with the rain and the tree being right there, like, I don't know, I feel like it would be a nice little spot. Unfortunately, it leads to his office, which is just kind of weird. Nothing against and then we get to his office, which is kind of like, fuck, like I'm chilling with all the dead animals. Like the taxidermy shit, I'm not against it, but this was fucking weird. Like, I'm not trying to be in his office. I'm chilling off that. I'm chilling on that one. And then this is the orphanage now. So sparking up here, and this might be a hot take, but I feel like it'd be pretty entertaining. You got a lot of kids' toys, and I ain't gonna lie to you, faded, that's gonna be pretty entertaining. Like, even if it's just to put the cubes, put the shapes in the right spots, you got me. You got me. I'm probably gonna be locked in. Not this spot though. Fuck that whole dead body. I'm chilling there. I'm just like, not even open that door. I'm gonna tell like that fucking room does not exist. So I know I said most of the street spots were gonna be like the same, that I would just give them a C. But I mean, you got the court here. This one I would get a B. Ball up, smoke the blunt, pretty chill. The entrance to the orphanage. Now I would have given this a C because it's not bad. You got the slide, a little entertaining. I didn't realize there's no swings, and like that got me fucked up. Like that's making this spot drop to a D. Like, cause now I'm just be pissed off. Like, how are you gonna have it? How are you gonna be an orphanage and not have some swings for the children? Like, what the fuck we got going on? After that, you somehow keep it book you. I'm pretty faded. Already forgot. But you end up in sewers too, and then from there you take the. Okay, it's not a train, but I'm gonna call it a train. Take the train. That's how you get to the laboratory. It's all pretty much the same areas until the boss fight, which is William's last form. And for that, the train, I would give it. I mean, it's a pretty empty train. There's not really too much to say about it. I would give it a C, I guess. I mean, I'll give it a D. I'll give it a D. You know what? No, I take that back. Like, honestly, after being in the sewers, like, I would just have an appreciation for the train that, and I know it's not a train, but I would just have an appreciation for the train that's like, you know what? It could be worse. I could be waist high in shit water. So to break it up into the RPD, the sewers, and then I was about to say training facility, the laboratory, I would go with RPD 10 out of 10 being the best one. I mean, it's not like the competition's really close, but with RPD, I'd probably put it at, I think, a B, just to, like, overall it. There's not too many good spots, but way better than the laboratory and the sewers. The sewers, easy F tier. I think that might be the first F. I feel like that might be the first F. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I already gave some Fs out. I'm pretty faded. But yeah, I think that's gonna be an easy F. Like, you just lost me at the doo-doo water. Like, I don't care if it had an S tier spot there. Like, you're still not making it out. Like, maybe a D, but nah. Easy F tier for the sewers. And then the laboratory, I would give a, for the laboratory, I think I would give a C. It's not bad. There's not too many bad spots, and I just feel like the temperature in there would be really nice. So I feel like that's what really holds it down. The children orphanage, I mean, I guess that's like an honorable mention. I think a B. I think a B. You know, it might be up there with RPD. That's gonna be it for the video. So gonna be planning to do Resident Evil 3 next. After that, like I said in the beginning, I think I'm gonna take a break, start doing some Devil May Cry. Don't want to get too burnt out on Resident Evil, especially because I still have to do the 4, 5, the remake of 4, and just the rest of them. So I think I'm gonna just switch it up just to keep things a little interesting, at least for myself. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you have a game or another video in mind, leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching.